Yo, back again with another reaction. Now we're doing something a little bit different. We got 10 hidden Easter eggs. You definitely, what the fuck did I say? You definitely missing Stranger Things season 5. Now, if you guys haven't watched Stranger Things season 5 or haven't watched Stranger Things, bro, go watch that shit. W show. I'm not gonna lie. I think, bro, for them to take 3 years, that shit is ridiculous. And I already know they're only gonna drop 10 episodes for the final season, which I'm tired of these new shows only dropping like mad like little ass fucking episodes for only like 10 episodes a season, and sometimes less than that. That shit's so annoying. I remember the older shows used to drop mad episodes. I used to have a nigga locked in, but I guess times has changed and people's attention span fucking shrinking. But yeah, we got this Stranger Things season 5. About to react to this thing. I'm doing something a little bit different. If y'all mess with it, let me know. I'll definitely check out more shows you guys recommend and stuff like that. I'm always open to watching shows and shit like that. But yeah, Stranger Things fire. Let's get into it.
But beneath all those layers of story, the Duffer Brothers included lots of Easter eggs referencing previous seasons or iconic movies from the 80s. In today's video, I'm giving you 10 things you might have missed in the first volume of Season 5. So let me know in the comments if you managed to catch all the references on your first watch. Starting this list strong, with the reason Will managed to tap into Vecna's hive mind and control the Demogorgons. The key factor that allowed him to do this was his conversation with Robin, where she told him that the answers lie within him, and not to seek validation from the outside. We later saw a flashback from Will's memory, but did you notice that the 3 memories Will recalls are the exact 3 memories Mike, Joyce, and Jonathan told him back in Season 2? When Will was possessed by the Mind Flayer, and they tried to bring his consciousness back. Mike telling him about the first day they met on the swing set and became friends. Joyce reminding him of his birthday when she gave him a box of crayons as a gift. And Jonathan recalling the day they built Castle Byers. Another cool hidden detail from that first memory is the color of the swing set and how Mike and Will are dressed. The swing is blue and the support bars are yellow. Ring any bells? When blue meets yellow in the West. The line from the Russian secret code fits perfectly here. And since we're on the subject of Will, we also get a callback to Season 1 in the first 5 minutes. It's pretty awesome that this volume both begins and ends with a Will callback.
Yo, when he did this shit, nigga, I was hype. I'm like, yo, hey, I was like, I can't wait. They need to drop volume 2 now, nigga. Like, this shit was hard. I'm over here like, damn.
Further solidifying that he will be the most important character in the final season, and the key to defeating Vecna. The moment I'm referring to is Will singing, "Should I Stay or Should I Go?" This isn't just an ordinary song for him. It's his comfort song, the same way the Kate Bush track is Max's escape song. This was established in Season 1 when the Byers brothers sang along and had that heartwarming conversation where Jonathan explained that after he made that cassette for Will when their father left, things started to feel a little better, and Will found a bit of happiness again. Next up, we have a scene from the Upside Down. Did you notice that when the military arrived at the wall and Hopper and Eleven hid from them, they ducked behind a billboard featuring the Turnbow family? This scene happens right before the radio station meeting where Will reveals that the next victim would be Derek Turnbow. I think this was a nice...
Dipshit Derek. I'm not gonna lie, dipshit Derek, funny as hell. I seen a kid. Please God forgive me. I seen a kid in my son's daycare that looks just like dipshit Derek, and every single time ever since I finished the show and I see him, I'm like, yo. Ah, man, dipshit Derek in real life.
Nice piece of foreshadowing, hinting that misfortune would fall upon the Turnbow family. The soldiers shooting through the billboard might symbolize that the family won't survive in the end. There are already plenty of theories suggesting Derek will sacrifice himself to save everyone, and honestly, it makes a lot of sense. Introducing a new character this far in is unusual unless he serves a narrative purpose, likely as the sacrificial scapegoat for the main characters. So I believe this billboard moment foreshadows Derek's death. Speaking of Derek, did you catch the home...
But even like when they're shooting through it, it looks like it ain't even going... I'm assuming this is Derek. But Derek has a sister, so I don't know. Or this is... I don't know.
Death. Speaking of Derek, did you catch the Home Alone reference with all the traps they built for the Demogorgon? The whole setup looks just like what Kevin prepared for the burglars. Even Murray calling himself Santa ties into this perfectly because Murray
Reaching?
brings all the traps as a present from Santa Murray to help them catch the Demogorgon. And of course, Home Alone always takes place at Christmas. Now that I mention Murray, his alias when entering Hawkins is another Easter egg hidden by the Duffer Brothers, and it fits him perfectly. When Murray is stopped at the checkpoint, he introduces himself as Austin Milbarge. This is the name of the main character from Spies Like Us, and the two characters share some similarities. In the movie, Milbarge is recruited as a decoy spy meant to distract the enemy, while the real agents carry out the mission. This lines up almost exactly with Murray's role in the group. This next hidden gem was pointed out by my subscribers because I wasn't too familiar with it at first, but after reading more about it, I understood why so many people thought the cave where Max was staying resembled the legendary M Cave from the Kenny Veach story. Kenny Veach was a YouTuber who, during a hike through the Nevada desert, encountered a strange cave that gave off strong vibrations and made him nauseous and disoriented. When he returned, he described the entrance as being shaped like the letter M. Sadly, Kenny disappeared after going back to search for the cave again, and his disappearance sparked serious conspiracy theories.
Drop a link to that. If y'all know anything about this, drop a link to that. We'll react to that too. That's crazy.
About the cave's true purpose. We can see in this shot with Holly and Max that the stones unmistakably resemble the letter M. Another movie reference from the final season is Eleven's training outfit, which is copied from Josh Brolin's character in The Goonies. I initially thought it was a reference to Rocky Balboa, but
That's what I thought.
the headband was the distinctive giveaway. Although, to be fair, this style was extremely popular in the 80s. We even saw that the woman caught by the military was wearing similar clothes. And speaking of The Goonies, here's a quick reminder that one of the main characters was played by Sean Astin, the actor who later played Bob Newby. And speaking of Sean Astin, I still can't believe I only realized this now, but he also plays Sam in The Lord of the Rings. How did I watch the entire season 2 without noticing that? Looking back at the scene...
You know what's crazy? What's her name? Her. I kind of knew she was in the new Beetlejuice, but I didn't know she was like in the original Beetlejuice, and then in Edward Scissorhands. I'm like, yo, she is a W actor and has great. She has had great roles. Her whole, what the fuck am I getting a call? Her whole acting career, like she's iconic, bro.
I still can't believe I only realized this now, but he also plays Sam in The Lord of the Rings. How did I watch the entire season 2 without noticing that? Looking back at the scene where he sacrifices himself so everyone can escape the lab suddenly carries so much more meaning and emotional weight. Now that I mentioned Bob, here's another thing most of you might have missed. When we saw Henry's memories through Max's journey, the moment she realized she was inside Henry's mind was when she read the pamphlet from a school play and saw Henry's name at the bottom. But the pamphlet also shows several well-known names. We can see James Hopper, Karen Childress, Karen's maiden name, Alan Munson, Eddie's father, and even Ted Wheeler. It would be pretty awesome if this play was the moment Karen and Ted first fell in love. And lastly, we can spot the name Newbie. I initially thought it was Bob since Joyce was also in the play and Bob always had a crush on her. But the first name ends with a Y, which means it wasn't Bob. It was Patty, Bob's sister, who performed in the play. In the trailer for Stranger Things: The First Shadow, we even see part of the stage play, including the moment Henry and Patty kiss.
Bro, I keep seeing this. Where do I watch this, and what is it?
Yes, Henry had a huge crush on Patty. The last movie reference I want to talk about is Poltergeist, especially the part involving Holly's abduction. Poltergeist has been referenced multiple times throughout Stranger Things, so it's no surprise we got another nod to it. But Holly's kidnapping scene is almost a one-to-one replica of the moment when Carol Ann is taken by the ghost. From the way Holly screams for her parents to the way she clings to the bed before being pulled into another dimension. The last thing you might have missed is related to Dustin's behavior. Everyone noticed that he wanted to keep Eddie's memory alive. He even imitates Eddie's hairstyle and starts wearing rings. But did you notice that his entire behavior screams, Eddie? He sits in the exact same spot Eddie used to sit, and he throws his bag in the same casual way Eddie always did. Even when Dustin speaks, he doesn't sound like himself. His sharper, more arrogant attitude echoes Eddie completely. If I'm being honest, I was a little disappointed by this drastic change in Dustin because he ends up breaking his final promise to Eddie. Eddie told him to never change and to always stay true to himself, but in trying so hard to honor his hero, Dustin accidentally betrays that promise. Hopefully, Dustin will experience some growth, and I think the person who will trigger that change is Steve. I can see Dustin coming in clutch at a crucial moment, finally acting as himself again. Every character in this season shines, even Ted and Karen, so I swear I would hate it if the show ended with Dustin being nothing more than a copy of Eddie. Hopefully you liked this video and found it interesting. There were a lot more hidden references in Season 5. Just to name a few more, Back to the Future, with Steve driving the car into the Upside Down, or Alice in Wonderland, where Henry represents the rabbit. He's always carrying a pocket watch and leading children into another dimension. But I wanted to focus on just 10 Easter eggs so the video wouldn't run too long. If you're interested, I can make a second part. Let me know how many of these references you caught on your first watch, and tell me in the comments if you spotted any Easter eggs you think most people missed.
I'm not gonna lie, this shit was dope. We'll definitely react to more if y'all want me to. Also, if there's any other shows, drop them down below. I'm really I'm really a movie guy, but shows cool too. Anything I want to react to or watch any shows, let me know down below. I'll most likely respond and be like I watched it, or definitely gonna be on the next thing I watch. But make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about Stranger Things. What you guys missed. What you guys missed. What you guys seen. Anything. Drop it down below. But like I said, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.